While searching for her missing mother, intrepid teen Enola Holmes uses her sleuthing skills to outsmart big brother Sherlock and help a runaway lord. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to Movie Files. Elliot back again with a brand new Netflix review for the new mystery film Enola Holmes, coming to Netflix September 23rd. Very excited to let you all know what I thought about this movie and if you should check it out in this non-spoiler review. Before we dive into it, as you can see on the screen now, make sure you're following me on all my other social media accounts. That way you can stay up to date with what's going on over here at Movie Files. If you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, hit that bell so you don't miss any of my new videos. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Helps out the channel, but I also really appreciate it. And in the comments below, let me know your excitement level for this movie. Once you've seen the film, let me know your pros, your cons, and more importantly, would you like to see this get a sequel or maybe even a TV series? Let's have some fun discussions in the comments below. So seeing this trailer a couple weeks ago, I was pretty excited for it. I would say I'm a casual Sherlock Holmes fan. I've seen both Guy Ritchie films. I've seen other movies of Sherlock Holmes, the TV show with Cumberbatch. And again, casual fan, not a diehard fan. But I was excited for this film because I like the idea of putting us in this universe with established characters, but giving us his younger sister's perspective and how she was raised and kind of that backstory. But also, this is probably one of my more favorite casts of a Netflix original since probably The Five Bloods. This cast is stacked. I'm a huge Millie Bobby Brown fan. Seeing her grow up has just been fun to see. We'll talk about her later. And Henry Cavill is my boy, so he was just like the icing on the cake. So starting off with the positive, starting with that cast, I mean, again, Millie Bobby Brown as Enola Holmes, Henry Cavill as Sherlock Holmes, Sam Claflin as Mycroft Holmes, and Helena Bonham Carter as Eudora Holmes. I mean, this cast is fun, is energetic. They all have great chemistry. I would say starting off with the supporting cast, Helena as the mother, a very interesting character. Again, I've seen my fair share of Sherlock Holmes, so seeing their mother, how they were raised and how she raised them was very interesting. I thought Helena brought a lifeness and kind of a charm to this character that I wasn't expecting, and she's a fantastic actress, so I guess no surprise there. And then also Sam Claflin, who I really like as an actor, seeing him as Mycroft Holmes, the kind of more stuck in his ways, very old school approach to how women should be treated, how London should be ran, so very interesting character. But the MVPs are by far Millie Bobby Brown, man. She's number one. She's the star of this film. She's producing this film. She's 16 years old, and we've been watching her grow up right in front of our eyes. If you all have been watching, Stranger Things since day one. I mean, this woman has the future of just a megastar. I see Oscars in her future. I see Emmy. She's already been nominated, the youngest actress to be nominated for Emmy, maybe a Tony, maybe even a Grammy. She's so talented. And her as Enola Holmes, she's fun. She has a lot of charisma. She has a lot of backstory, a lot of richness to the character that Millie Bobby Brown brings to this role. And seeing her in something like Godzilla, which I enjoy that film and excited to see her in a sequel to Kong vs. Godzilla, but you didn't really get to see the range that she has. And even looking at Stranger Things, season 1, she barely talked, but she's such a great actress, and you see her being a badass, seeing her being a revolutionary, seeing her be a leader. She's seeing her being vulnerable. She has so many layers to her as an actress, and I really had a fun time with this character, and I would really like to see what they do with this character if they decide to do more with her. I really enjoyed her character. And then I mentioned him, Henry Cavill. We need him back as Superman. That's a whole nother topic for another day, but I'm a big fan of his. And Warner Brothers, get your stuff together, because he's already playing iconic characters such as the characters we see him in Mission Impossible, The Witcher, obviously Superman, and he's Sherlock Holmes. Like, I'm so excited to see if they do a spinoff with this. Give him a movie, give him a show, see them two together again, Enola and Sherlock having their own missions. I thought that he was the younger version of Sherlock. He's still learning his ways. He's still the master detective that he is. But I love the kind of, again, the charm, the charisma that Henry Cavill brings to all of his roles. And again, Warner Brothers, bring him back as Superman, but I thought he was great as Sherlock Holmes in this movie. So the cast is really well rounded and just really brought a lot of life and charm and just entertainment to these characters. You have the director here, Henry Bradbeer, who I haven't seen any of his films. I don't know if this is his first movie, but I have seen a couple of his episodes that he directed on Killing Eve. I know he directed some episodes with Fleabag. So I was very surprised by his directing sensibilities. I know when it comes to Sherlock Holmes, I think of Guy Ritchie, very stylized, very unique quirkiness to the film, and he has his own flavor that Henry brings to this film, or Harry, I should say. I thought it had great pacing. I thought it had some energy. It was very unique the way they used the fourth wall with Millie Bobby Brown's character, and just really kind of, it's very welcoming and, like I said, just entertaining and charming film. And I think the director did a great job, as well as the writer of this film, Jack Thorne. Again, a really clever script in certain ways. I thought it was going to be kind of more in the vein of like, okay, where's the mother? We have to find the mom. But in the midst of finding her mother, Millie Bobby Brown's character, Enola Holmes, finds herself, breaks out of this box that she's been put in by her brothers and by society. So I kind of like the messages behind this film in regards to, again, it's a mystery. You're trying to figure out things, but throwing in the whole London reform storyline brings another kind of flair and interesting intrigue to this film that I didn't think it was going to have there. So the message, again, creating your own path, not being put in a box, especially when it comes to Enola Holmes, and just knowing that she's, this is the times in London where women are just kind of not supposed to have their voice out there, not supposed to have an opinion. But I really kind of like the messages within this film, and I feel like the adaptation for these books, I would imagine the book readers would be pretty proud of how they adapted this character. If you've read the book, let me know if it's a pretty accurate adaptation to this character from the novels. So transitioning into some of the criticisms, I will say there's a particular storyline evolving a character, Lord Tewkesbury, who has his own kind of interesting intrigue to the story. Tewkesbury and Enola have a love interest, and the storytelling to me wasn't necessarily as organic as the rest of the film. I just feel like their chemistry wasn't all the way there. Millie Bobby Brown, such a great actress. I feel like that young actor, he was fine in the role, but I don't feel like he matched her charisma on screen. This relationship kind of reminded me a little bit of Wonder Woman, where, obviously Wonder Woman is the alpha in that situation with her and Steve Trevor, but I thought Chris Pine was able to hold his own, but I feel like this Tewkesbury character wasn't able to match the charisma as Enola Holmes, so that was kind of a little uneven for me personally. This film does run at a 2 hour and 3 minute runtime. I kind of felt that it was 2 hours at times. The pacing was really well done, but there were some moments I would have taken out of the movie or maybe structured differently. So there was a little bit of issues with that, just for me personally. And, besides those couple different things, guys, I really enjoyed this film. This was entertaining. It was charming. I would not be surprised if this becomes that franchise that Netflix has been looking for. Again, I can see them doing a couple things. Number one, doing an obvious sequel following these characters, especially seeing Sherlock Holmes and Enola Holmes on their own adventures, and especially Enola on her own. But I can also see them giving this a sequel, maybe in another era, seeing Enola Holmes in the 60s, seeing her in the present time, as well as bringing her brothers along. So that would be unique. Or a TV show would be really cool, seeing Enola Holmes having a different detective, a mystery to figure out every week, seeing Sherlock Holmes come into the mix. So I think there's a lot of potentiality to grow this franchise, and I will be open arms to the idea. Enola Holmes, I've given this a solid 3.5 out of 5. It's entertaining, it's charming. Millie Bobby Brown as Enola Holmes, Henry Cavill, Sherlock Holmes, and the surrounding cast really, really fit within this movie. Minus my gripes with some of the pacing and kind of the love interest that was in this film. This was a really fun film, and I was very pleasantly surprised by how much I want more from this franchise. So that's just my thoughts on a 3.5 out of 5. But let me know what you all thought about Enola Holmes when you check it out on September 23rd on Netflix. Let me know your pros, your cons, and would you like to see another movie, some more sequels, or a spinoff on the TV show? Let me know your thoughts on this franchise. And as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you know I'm seeing my new videos. Make sure to check out all the content that's currently on the channel, other movie reviews, TV reviews, live streams, and so many fun things on this very channel. So I hope you all enjoyed this review. Hope you're staying safe, and we'll see you on the next video.